I want to send a special shout out to Boogie Bentley, Dauber, and the Indie Kid over at the Talkin VAWLS Network on YouTube. I also want to ask y'all to go smash that like button and subscribe to their channel on YouTube. Go Big Orange.
Welcome to the Talkin VAWLS Network. My name is Boogie Bentley. Spring practice is underway. Tennessee set to take the practice field a little bit later today. Should have some updates on that as we go get later into the evening. Also, a couple of names missing from spring practice as Tennessee took to the field. So we'll get into that. We'll talk about it. We'll look at who's missing and possibly why and who could possibly be a replacement. A lot to unpack this morning. I want to thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure you smash that like button just below the video. It's quick, it's free, it's easy. It helps the channel if you would hit that little thumbs up. Also, if you're new to the Talkin VAWLS Network, welcome. We're not experts, we're not insiders, we are fans just like you. So if you enjoy the content, make sure you subscribe, click that bell for notifications. You won't miss out when we go live or when we drop a video. Any of you that missed the live stream last night, I encourage you to go back, check it out. We did have a couple of announcements. Unfortunately, the Indie Kid is stepping away from the channel, but such is life. I get it. You know, a lot of people don't understand the time, the sacrifices that it takes to be a part of this channel, to drop videos, to be a part of the live streams. It takes a huge sacrifice. Indie Kid's got a lot going on. I appreciate all he's done for this channel, but also moving forward from here, Snake and VAWLS, JP, coming back part-time. They won't be on every stream, but there's going to be a kind of a rotating cast of characters. But again, thanks to the Indie Kid for all the work he's done on the channel. But let's go ahead and jump into this. This is an article from 24/7 Sports. A listener of the channel sent me this yesterday and said, what is going on with Aubrey Solomon? I had to do some digging, but here's the article. It says Aubrey Solomon, Tyus Fields, not on Tennessee's updated roster. This is from Patrick Brown. It says the updated roster, or football roster Tennessee released on Tuesday morning ahead of the first spring practice had a couple of notable absences. Neither defensive lineman Aubrey Solomon nor defensive, they left out cornerback Tyus Fields were listed on the official roster for the Vols in 2022, though neither player has entered the portal this offseason, according to sources. Go Vols 24/7 has learned Solomon and Fields haven't been with the team since it reconvened to start offseason work in late January. Now, Fields has really kind of just been non-existent, hasn't really even been on the field that much. He was the 25th ranked cornerback in the class of 2019, but again, just not as big of a factor. But when you move over to Aubrey Solomon, his story is a little bit different, man. Some highs and lows, the expectations, just what you expect from a guy that's coming in as a 5-star, especially on the defensive line. That's a guy that you expect to come in, make an impact. And, you know, we talk about this all the time on the channel. There is more to it than recruiting rankings. A 5-star doesn't always mean it translate onto the field in college football. But at the same time, that doesn't mean you want to go out and just recruit 3 stars. So you got to keep some sense about you when it comes to that. The article here says a former 5-star prospect who transferred to Tennessee from Michigan in January 2019, Solomon played in just 4 games last season. And that's where it gets interesting. It goes on to say here he was a super senior last year, playing the extra season afforded him by the NCAA, giving all players a free year in 2020. But given he had a red shirt available and appeared in fewer than 4 games, Solomon could have played a 6th season in 2022, though it is unclear if his football career will continue. Fields, a former 4-star prospect from the Charlotte area, appeared in 2 games. And I think that's probably the case. I think what it appears to me is that Aubrey Solomon is just done with football at this point. 2019, he started in 9 games, played 12, finished the season with 28 tackles, 3 tackles for loss, 2 sacks, and a fumble recovery. 2020 under Jeremy Pruitt, started in 6 out of the 10 games, had 17 tackles and a quarterback hurry. He just seemed to kind of start to fall off, and there was always that question, what is the deal with Aubrey Solomon. Again, a guy, you come in as a 5-star prospect, there's going to be some hype, there's going to be some excitement about your name, but then when you don't deliver on the field of play, questions are going to be raised, questions are going to be asked, and it sounds like it was just an example of not buying in. And, we can go back to last season in the interviews with Coach Rodney Garner, and that's kind of what it was. You're talking about a guy that went from a 5-star prospect to at one time last season, Aubrey Solomon was on the scout team. And when asked about it, when he got into the game, I think it was Tennessee Tech, when they asked Coach Rodney Garner, he talked about playing time not being a right. It's not given to you. He says, here's the quote, just because you came to Tennessee, there's no guarantee you're going to play. You've got to go out there every day and earn that right. Now, again, Solomon kind of got some playing time, got on the field a little bit. Rodney Garner said Solomon is showing that he wants to be part of the program, and that's what we all want from them. And that's it, man. I think this is more about just not buying in, and it seems like Aubrey Solomon is just done with football. So Fields, Solomon, not at practice. If that's the case, if they don't show up today, then what does that mean for Tennessee moving forward? Well, the bright spot is it's going to open up a couple of places, couple of spots in the transfer portal. Looking as of now, it looks like Tennessee, I believe they have 5 spots open. They've had the Wesley Walker transfer in from Georgia Tech, the safety that can also play corner. And then when you look, I put out the update on the transfer portal yesterday, but we'll still kind of recap the names here. Brew McCoy, number 1 athlete in the class of 2019 from USC, is going to be visiting this weekend. All signs indicate Brew McCoy is going to end up on Rocky Top. I feel really good about that one. I think he's going to come in, this staff, this offense, they're going to win him over, and I wouldn't be surprised to see Brew McCoy starting outside wide receiver opposite of Cedric Tillman when we get into the fall. Obviously, Quincy Riley, talked about him, the MTSU corner. He was on campus this week, taking in practice. Then you've also got Tyler Steen, the Vandy offensive tackle, is looking to visit soon as well. Now, Mitchell Agude is a guy, UCLA edge rusher, could potentially push for a starting spot if Tennessee lands him in the portal. And we talked about this last night. The ability to add depth on the defensive line and what Rodney Garner wants to do there, and having 8 to 10 guys that you can constantly rotate and keep a fresh man on the field, and just how key it is when we talk about depth. Well, what exactly does depth mean? Does that mean you've got to have 3 5-stars at linebacker? No, it means you've just got to have enough to at least the 2 deep in order to rotate guys, stay fresh, stay healthy. But it's going to be interesting to continue to watch this transfer portal as we get into the summer. Again, the Nico, the NIL deal, Tennessee's got the money. They've got the NIL package in place. How does that play out once we get through spring practice and into the summer and some of these spots in the transfer portal open up? Again, Tennessee taking the field later today for practice. Should have an update on that for you later this evening if there's anything of note. Just make sure you're subscribed, dialed in so you don't miss out. Also, if you have not done so yet, please smash that thumbs up on the way out the door. Also, check out the official merchandise of the Talkin VAWLS Network. You can go to bonfire.com/store/TalkinVols. Any and all support greatly appreciated. Thanks to everybody that showed up for the live stream last night. Big crowd, had some fun interacting with you guys. I know a lot of people are disappointed the Indie Kid is on the way out the door. Some of you are excited that JP and Snake are back. And again, that chair is going to be a rotating chair. Might even be some of the listeners of this channel. You guys may even have an opportunity to come on, maybe host a Wednesday show, maybe host a post-game show with us. This channel is more than any individual. That includes myself, that includes Dauber, the Indie Kid, JP, Snake, anybody that's ever been a part of this channel. What we do here is so much bigger than any one individual. It is a community. We say that all the time. I don't think maybe some people don't grasp that we really mean that. We care about your input, your feedback. You guys make this channel what it is. We appreciate the support. But that's going to do it for this one. This is the Talkin VAWLS Network. My name is Boogie Bentley. Go Big Orange.